This thing was packed up really well. There's one piece, parts and pieces, and we'll go over this stuff here in a second. Looks like this part here is the base, and this is super, super heavy. And here's what I was looking for right here. Woo, and look at the size of that. Holy moly. Looks like we got the base, power supply. This looks like the camera, a little bag of screws which is labeled A and B. Come with a screwdriver, some little feet it looks like, and then some screws in this bag, or power cable, and then the remote. Now this is the piece that holds the screen up. The top part of the foam allows you to put the bottom part of the device in here and sets it up to where you can install this piece into here. On the back side here, there's a little panel that needs to come out so you can plug in the cable. Once that comes in, there's a little pin that rests right there in that one spot. This little plug right here goes right in there. And then we need to get the screws in here, or a BM package of screws. And then put the cover back on. On the inside of the package here has all the directions on how to put this entire thing together. Now this part here is pretty cool. It has a magnet in here that holds this on there. So you just pull it back and that exposes all that. It's got two little pieces right here, and that's where we're going to set that tablet onto right here. On the back of the tablet, there's two screws already in it. So we're just going to set that right up there on there. So before you mount the tablet onto the bracket, make sure you remove this dust cover. Then using this bag of screws, secure that onto the back of that bracket. So make sure everything's nice and snug, and then we're going to plug in that cable. And then last but least is put the cover back on it. Boom. Nice and easy. Now I noticed that this does have a place to put the camera in this direction if you wanted to. Or you can turn this and go this direction and the camera can sit right up here. Very, very nice. I can't wait to turn this thing on. Now the only thing left we need to do here is plug up the 4K camera. And here's all the connections, but we're going to go over that here in a little bit. Plug up the power supply on the base, and then we're going to get this thing fired up. Got the base plugged in. It's charging. All right, the system is all charged up. When the system is unplugged and powered up, that little light turns blue. So I've already powered this up and updated all the software for the most part, put all my personal information in there, got it connected to the web, and programmed the remote. All the directions for all that stuff is in the manual. It's very simple to follow. So let's go ahead and power this on. The button's on the back. And there you go. I've already got a password on it. Pull up from the bottom. And there it is. Absolutely incredible. Love this thing. Very, very easy to use. It's just like a phone. It's Android. Has all your settings in it, just like a phone would. Pull up from the bottom to throw it out, but you can also use the remote. And we're going to go over that here in a little bit. Very, very cool. Now, we are going to use some of these apps here in a little bit, but I just wanted to show you how it looks right now. All right. We unboxed this giant tablet. We put it together. There's only one other thing we need to do, and that's take it for a test spin. Looks really, really good. On the back is your power button and volume control. So on the very bottom here we have your DC in, your HDMI in, and then a C connection right here, and 3 HDMI ports. But this one up here is really interesting. It's a USB touch feature, a LAN port, headphone jack, and then a microphone. Alright, so what we're going to do now is go over the remote setup. The remote is very cool and makes it a lot easier to maneuver around on the screen if you choose to use it. Settings, connected devices, we're going to pair, but it's not going to find it yet until you hold down these two buttons. This button here and this one. Just hold it down, it'll start to flash. It's flashing, now it should show up on here. There it is right there, remote control. We're going to go ahead and pair. And now it's paired. And it's connecting. So now all these functions like back, you can use the back, all the way back. You can use the home button. You can use the mouse, which is really cool. It just gives you a little option to use a mouse if you need to pinpoint something you're working on. You can scroll, you can use the little clicker thing right here and go up and down, left and right. And then if you find something you want to watch, you hit the middle button. Boom, we're into that. Now you can do the same thing in here. You can go through and find something you want to watch. And then if you need to, you can use the back arrow to back out of everything. Very, very nice. If you needed to mute what you're watching, you can hit mute and it automatically mutes it. Alright, gotta be honest with you, this was a lot of fun. I was able to take this thing all over the house, in my shop here. It rolls around. I was able to use it on almost everything in here, from gaming to cooking to just watching videos to just playing around and doing some of the things that I like to do. Absolutely incredible. Now, no, I'm joking around calling it a tablet. I guess it technically is a tablet, but yet it's not. You know, it's not something you can put in a bag. It's that big, but it's on wheels. It moves around. So absolutely incredible. Had a lot of fun with it. Hope this helps, and we'll talk to you in the next one.